Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Genshin Impact. The 2022 Lantern Rite Festival is starting today in the US server, so let's go and see what's going on. We get 3 quests immediately. These 3, so a lot of Frima gems, and we get a Ningguang outfit as well as a free Leeway character. So looking pretty stellar so far in terms of the rewards. But this is the first quest. I guess we're talking to Ningguang, yeah.
Send this report to the Ministry of Civil Affairs and have them delegate each of the tasks on the list to the appropriate departments. Also, be sure to tell them that though the Lantern Rite may be complicated, everything must be done properly.
Hello, Lady Ningguang. It's us again.
We're not disturbing you, are we?
No, of course not. You are my honored guests.
That's what I thought.
And given the looks of you two, I presume that you're here to celebrate the Lantern Rite?
That's right. So what's on the agenda for the festival this year?
As always, there will be a variety of activities taking place. Oh, but there is one of particular interest. The Ministry of Civil Affairs is planning a fireworks show this year.
Ooh, fun.
It should certainly be worth your time. Releasing Mingxiao lanterns has always been at the heart of the Lantern Rite. But with all that has occurred in Liyue as of late, I think the people of the city need something to warm their hearts. A feeling of everyone coming together in solidarity. So, I believe that this year calls for a celebration of particular magnificence.
I love particular
Something
magnificence.
that would be closer to the hearts of every citizen. We are currently in the process of placing fireworks at various locations all throughout Liyue. We shall choose a timely moment during the festival to set off all the fireworks in unison, allowing the sparkling lights and excitement to resonate with the hearts of the people.
Fireworks? But we've already seen fireworks in other places before.
Okay, have you seen them
Is
here?
there something special about the fireworks in Liyue?
Fireworks were originally developed alongside many other inventions here in Liyue. When our ancestors first created fireworks, they were originally known as firecrackers. Their bright flashes and loud sounds were often used for warding off beasts or as warning signals to other people. In those days, it was difficult for people to contact one another while out farming the land, so they would carry firecrackers with them to give signals when necessary.
Huh.
But people's
that-
lifestyles
I'm
began
guessing
to
that's
change
based off
after
real-
Liyue Harbor was founded. They no longer had to travel
China,
out
right?
of town to tend the fields anymore, so the use of firecrackers for emergencies also began to dwindle. But through our local customs, the pioneering spirit of the firecrackers has been passed down to this very day. We made improvements to firecrackers and began setting them off during the Lantern Rite to commemorate the tenacious spirit of our ancestors.
Classic Liyue.
Wow. Everything has so much history in Liyue.
As I'm sure you already know, everything on this land accumulates history and value as time passes. That is the nature of Liyue. I've left Kuching in charge of the fireworks show. If you're interested, why don't we pay her a visit together?
So we have, it's interesting, it's not that for us, at least here, we have both fireworks and firecrackers, at least something we call firecrackers. I don't know how close they are to the original firecrackers that Ningguang's referring to, but they can flash light and it's more about the pop and sound, but they don't create, magnificent colors or anything like that. They also seem to be more accessible. I've never purchased anything more than like little popper things that you could like throw on the ground and pop, or like sparklers that you can. That's the extent of my light show experience. But you always hear a lot. I always hear a lot more firecrackers than fireworks, so I'm assuming they might be easier to obtain.
We need to add a few more locations for launching fireworks. The show has to be visible all across Liyue, not just in the city. They celebrate Lantern Rite in Jingsa Village too, you know.
But, Lady Kuching, what about our budget?
The budget is exactly what it's meant to be. It's the necessary amount of funds to properly carry out a task. If you think the current budget will not suffice, then we'll simply have to apply for more funding from the Ministry of Civil Affairs and wait for their approval. Our aim is to organize a memorable Lantern Rite. The budget is there just to facilitate planning. We mustn't lose sight of our goal.
Yes, Lady Kuching. I understand.
Good. And please remember, safety first.
Must be nice to have unlimited
Ningguang
money.
and the Traveler. Good to see you. Are you here for the Lantern Rite? Your timing couldn't be any better. The preparations are almost complete.
What are you working on, Kuching?
I'm reviewing the positioning of the fireworks and double-checking the relevant facilities. It's all in a day's work.
Forgive my directness, but if I'm not mistaken, you could just as easily leave these tasks to your subordinates. You've already been working around the clock these past few days. I am sure a break would not be amiss.
No, it's fine. Really, I can handle it. Pungi, please redraft our plans, make a summary report, and send it to the Ministry of Civil Affairs.
If you can handle it, doesn't mean it's good to do that.
I'm going into town to check the progress of the fireworks setup. I'll return shortly. As for you, Traveler, you're our esteemed guest. Please take the opportunity to stay in Liyue Harbor and enjoy the festivities. Pungi, is everything clear? Please remember the tasks I've given you.
Yes, Lady Kuching. Don't worry.
Good. Ningguang, Traveler, goodbye for now.
Please, excuse me, Lady Ningguang. And, Traveler. I must get going. Lady Kuching told me a great deal of information, and I have to write up the plans from scratch again, so time is of the essence. Oh, one moment. I almost forgot. Here, Traveler. This is a launch tube. Lady Kuching said you may be interested, so she had me keep one to give to you. Someone with good handicraft skills should be able to use this to design their very own fireworks. You should try it when you have the chance.
Ooh, that's fun.
Whew. Paimon couldn't get a single word in just now. Well, more like Paimon didn't dare open her mouth while they were talking, but still.
Kuching definitely had an imposing presence.
Did you notice it too? Lady Kuching is a lot more outspoken than she used to be.
Really? I feel like she was always kind of
She's
outspoken.
a whole lot busier too. Wonder why.
You could just ask
Ever
Ningguang.
since the Adepti left Liyue Harbor in the hands of mortals, we Qixing have taken up the responsibility of leading the people.
Yeah, she can answer the
We have
question.
taken charge of many vital tasks in various sectors, and we are responsible for planning and organizing all sorts of affairs. That said, being in charge of everything inevitably takes its toll. It's exhausting at times.
I would think it's
Jiangzhou
exhausting all
was
the time.
responsible for planning the Lantern Rite in former years, but her father is getting quite old now, so she transferred to another department this year. In the end, the Lantern Rite planning was left to Kuching and myself. I am the head organizer, while Kuching is responsible for the highly anticipated fireworks show. Such an important event should be entrusted to the most qualified candidate. Kuching is disciplined, yet passionate about her work, so she's naturally the best fit for the job.
She's definitely disciplined. No doubt about that.
Absolutely. She is strict with both herself and others, to the point that she can even become overly involved at times. She's worked several days without a break now. I'm concerned about the effects it may have in the long run. Finding balance is an essential concept in Liyue culture.
Essential concept
I've
in
tried talking
everything.
to her, but you know how she is. She uses her wit to talk circles around anyone.
I don't really think she used her wit. She was just
Traveler.
like, nah, I'm fine.
You are quite close to Kuching. Why don't you try talking to her? Maybe she'd listen to someone as experienced as you.
Sure.
Thank you, Traveler. I am glad you were able to help. Kuching can be a tough nut to crack sometimes. I still have other business to attend to at the Jade Chamber. I'll leave Kuching in your capable hands.
Are you sure you can really persuade Kuching to take a break? Even Ningguang herself couldn't manage to convince her. Besides, before you can persuade someone, you have to at least understand how they feel at the moment.
You saying I don't understand what
Kuching has
hard
been
work feels like?
working non-stop without a break.
So she must feel very tired.
Duh! Come on, everyone knows that. Think harder. How does she feel deep, deep down inside?
Incredibly anxious, fearing failure.
Or maybe we could ask a friend. You know, someone more knowledgeable
Being a
about
control
these
freak
things.
then. Insecurities. I think I know. Let's go talk to Zhongli then.
Zhang Li?
He's really knowledgeable about the people of Liyue. You know, he was their god until like a year ago.
Oh, there's no arguing that. Zhang Li it is then. Paimon
God.
thinks he's
Zhang Li!
at the Wangsheng funeral parlor. Let's go see if he's there.
You don't know anything more than I do. I think, yeah. I think too. Please be arguing with Hu Tao. Please be arguing with Hu Tao. Please be arguing with Hu Tao.
Hello. How may I help you?
Looking for your consultant, Zhongli.
Ah, yes. Well, I'm afraid he is currently out with the director.
Yes, let's go.
The director?
Let's find him.
Oh, you mean for work?
The director said that they were going for a walk. If you prefer,
Even better.
you could go look for them at third round knockout. I've heard the director often goes there to do, promotion.
Love how everybody who works for Hu Tao is like, yeah, it's a Ross. Oh, Zhongli.
Yum, yum, yum. Ooh, I am so full. Not another bite. Hats off to you, Xiangling. Serving the grilled fish with a dipping sauce is quite an innovative approach. The flavor is just to die for.
Wait, did they get Zhongling food from
dipping sauce.
Wanmin restaurant
I knew it
and
would
then went
taste
to
great.
third round knockout to eat?
Tempered Jueyun chili powder mixed with garlic paste.
That's a
and chopped
power
scallions,
move.
Then seasoned with salt, vinegar, and soy sauce, before finally sizzling in hot oil.
Oh god, that does sound
This
good.
recipe may seem a bit crude, but is entirely hinged on the precise balancing of flavors and seasonings by the chef. Everything must be balanced just right.
So you liked
It
it?
is the consummate mastery of this balance that turns a humble dish into an exquisite one.
Oh, that's quite the compliment, don't you think?
I'm flattered. Thank you, Mr. Zhang Li.
And I thought I have a way with words. But you certainly take the prize, Mr. Zhongli.
You are too kind, Director. Your eloquence is infamous in Liyue Harbor.
Oh, what's that?
Tell him, Guoba.
Oh, would you like to order something, Guoba? Oh, please, by all means, it's my treat. I'll just open a tab under Xiangling.
Hey, are you guys talking about tasty food again?
Oh, it's the Traveler in Paimon. What brings you to this side of town? Hold on, let me take a wild guess. Yes. Oh, you must be here for the lantern rite.
Wow.
Isn't that pretty obvious? Anybody could have guessed that.
Get dunked.
Oh, yeah, come on. Can't you take a joke?
You came at the perfect time. I was just letting everyone try my latest dish. The owner of Third Round Knockout says it's, well, a real knockout. Mr. Zhangli and Hu Tao seem to like it too, but I think it never hurts to let more people do a taste test. How about it, you two? Would you like to have a taste?
God, now I'm
Don't
hungry.
have to ask Paimon twice, or once even.
Thank you, but we're here to see Mr. Zhongli.
Huh? You mean we're not gonna try any? Oh, fine.
You can eat
Let's
and
get
talk
down
to him.
business.
That's
We meet
really
again,
dumb.
Traveler. I trust your journey is going well?
Not bad. Learned a lot along the way. Wow, what a generic answer.
Splendid. Therein lies the value of a journey.
So come on. Why are you looking for our good consultant? Do enlighten us. And just in case you were wondering, we're on business too. We only tried Xiangling's dish since we just happened to be here.
Business? What kind of business would the Wangsheng funeral parlor possibly have during a festival?
I wasn't aware that Death
Even
took a
during
vacation
the
during
most
festivals.
joyous of holidays, life still follows its natural course, does it not? Is that really so surprising? But there isn't a need to be alarmed. It's just a nice day today, and I thought we could go for a walk while doing a little promotion for our business. Oh, you could go ahead and chat away. Xiangling and I will go have some tea with the boss over there. Oh, Zhongli, please come get me when you're through here.
Of course. I'll see you later, Director. Now then, Traveler. What brings you to see me today?
Well, long story short. And, like, you could consult all three of them.
Yes.
Zhongling
Yuhang
and
is honest,
Kitching are friends now
intelligent,
after
and
the
most
last
diligent.
event.
She is capable of shouldering responsibilities that few others could. But everything has a balance, and one's health must certainly weigh in.
Is there any way we can help her?
Yeah, everyone knows you're super knowledgeable. Paimon bets she would listen to someone like you.
If I were still the mighty Rex Lapis, I might be able to help her see reason. But alas, I'm now nobody but an ordinary consultant. My words no longer carry the same weight as they once did.
That's,
Besides,
what, 4,000
I am
years
by
old
no
or
means
whatever?
close to the Yuhang. Taking the liberty to lecture her may just as easily produce the opposite of the desired effect.
Oh, you're right. Then what should we do?
We could take a more subtle, indirect approach to the matter, such as telling a story that resonates with her, containing your message conveyed within it. Such a story can be achieved by referencing topics from her daily life. The story could prove even more effective if you weave in something about someone close to her.
Oh my god.
Paimon doesn't really get it.
Let's go speak with others who are familiar with Kitching.
I knew you'd understand what to do. Well done, Traveler. Go collect some source materials
Not
for your
Paimon,
story.
though.
Of course, I can always provide you with my advice, if needed. Once we have formulated the plot, you can tell the story to the Yuhang.
Me?
You are on amiable terms with the Yuhang, which makes you the natural candidate.
Oh, Paimon gets
I'm not
it.
known for having a
So
way
we
with
need to
words.
talk to people who know Kuching, right?
Dude, that was like
So who
4
should we start
sentences
with?
ago.
Greetings, everyone. I hope I'm not intruding.
Huh? Oh, Lady Kuching!
Mr. Zhongli, I didn't expect to see you here. Thank you for all your assistance during the rite of parting.
You are most welcome, Yuhang. It was the least I could do.
For myself. What are you doing here, Kitching?
Why? And what's with your strange expression? Oh, I see. My apologies. I appear to have interrupted your conversation with Mr. Zhongli.
No.
Kuching, are you here looking for us?
Yes, I was going to ask you to introduce me to the Adepti. I thought that it would be fitting to send them some festive gifts. On behalf of the Liyue Qixing.
But didn't you meet them when we were fighting to defend Liyue Harbor?
Why not use Ganyu?
You could just
I mean, I guess
go and find them and do your
We're not
part.
a worse option than Ganyu, but
Yes,
she is
but
half
we only
Adeptus.
met briefly on that single occasion. The Adepti may have already forgotten about me. And I'm concerned it would be imprudent to show up so suddenly. Which is why I thought it would be more appropriate to ask you to introduce me first.
Did you try asking Ganyu?
Unfortunately, Ganyu is on leave at the moment, so I'm unable to get in touch with her.
I see.
I'm afraid I'll still require your assistance.
So you even have to run around delivering gifts in person? It sure doesn't seem easy to be a Qixing.
I'll gladly help you.
Thank you, Traveler. Let me go and prepare the gifts. I'm sorry to make you run errands with me during our big festival. I promise to make this quick, and I'll be sure to get you back in time to enjoy the fireworks show.
Great. Then we go watch the fireworks together.
Together?
Not like that!
All right. I'll go to see the fireworks with you once I've finished my work. Speaking of which, Mr. Zhongli, the fireworks show will be particularly exciting this year. Please, don't miss it.
Ah, yes. Thank you for your kind reminder.
I should be going now. Traveler, please come find me at the Jade Chamber once you're ready.
And there she goes.
That's the Yuheng. Efficient and reliable as ever.
You're really reliable too, Zhongli.
Why, thank you, Paimon.
Brown nosing will
Please,
get you everywhere.
Don't forget
in
our
life.
earlier conversation. Once you've collected enough story material, we can meet here again and discuss things further.
Okay. So yeah, it seems like the kitchen thing is time-gated? Like most event quests are.
A great many things are still unaccounted for.
Things like what?
The new Jade Chamber is missing many of the contents held by its predecessor. All the literature, furniture, and ornaments I had collected followed the original Jade Chamber to its watery grave. Most of it was destroyed in the process, and the small handful of items that survived intact are strewn across the water's surface. Reclaiming them is taxing work. It takes someone with sturdy sea legs to handle this job, but even then, I just can't tell whether Beidou will be able to fish out everything herself.
You know, it's odd that she's so attached to the stuff that has sentimental value. Doesn't she have like a voice line where she basically says, well, nostalgic value is only as good as that brief moment when you get it back, or some shit like that. Fish out?
Wait, so you made Beidou go and fish your stuff out of the sea for you?
To claim that I made her do anything would be imprecise. We reached a mutually beneficial agreement, as is always the case in our dealings.
You pay Beidou to run errands for you.
Payment is one aspect of it, but I also compensate her in other ways. Let's just say it's a little complicated.
Huh.
Anyway, Beidou is currently in the Guyan Stone Forest area.
Where her ship
If you're
always
interested,
is.
go pay her a visit. You may be just the help she needs.
I love that now that like all the characters have been introduced. You can now seamlessly fit everyone into these event quests. Like, I don't know, I guess I'm just a simple pleb, but I just see a character and I'm like, I know that character! Ah! Oh, it's Beidou and Xingyan!
Ningguang, you're really trying my patience. I'm sorry, but if the Jade Chamber smashed into smithereens when it hit the sea, then so did everything inside it. Just because I know the ocean doesn't mean I have the power to fish up the past.
And the salvaging is going pretty smoothly then?
Oh, Traveler.
She
what are
turned
you
around
doing
like,
this
who the
way?
fuck's... Oh! I'm here to help out.
Great, you couldn't have picked a better time. The whole fleet's caught up with other things right now, so I'll take all the help I can get. Look, I even had to rope Xinyan into this.
Whoa, Xinyan's here? We're just like... Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't pay attention to the area directly to your left.
Yeah, what's the occasion? Did you come all the way out here to do a performance?
You bet I did. Nothing official, mind you. Beidou wanted to hold a feast on board, and I agreed to come play a couple of tunes.
You're gonna set this boat on
But
fire.
all that went out the window when someone showed up saying they were one of Ningguang's secretaries. They called Beidou away.
I think it was Bai Wen or Bai Xiao. Well, it was Bai something. Anyway, Ningguang apparently came up with the bright idea of me going out on the sea and salvaging a bunch of her old valuables. She seems pretty willing to shell out for it, too. Well, at the end of the day, the price was right. So, yeah, we took the work. Now, if we're gonna go trawling for trinkets, we're gonna need a smaller vessel. All the available boats have been dispatched already, but by the looks of it, we're still one short.
I have my own boat called the Wave Rider.
So you have your own vessel, do ya? Great, let's take yours then.
Hell yeah.
The more people we have on this job, the better. Because the sooner we get this wrapped up, the sooner we can get that feast going and actually enjoy the festival. So, this is it? This is your boat?
Hey.
It's really, compact. But it works. It's about the right size for sweeping up junk from the water's surface.
What'd you think I had?
Only thing is, we're packed in like sardines here. There's nowhere to put my guitar.
There's a fucking trunk in the back.
Shinyan, your axe is getting a little too close for comfort.
Oh, whoops. Let me try to move that out of your way.
Shinyan, why does your guitar have...
Hold up, are those treasures?
We don't usually see these guys out at sea. Could they be here for the same reason as us? Come on, Traveler. Steer us a little closer.
I already took care of it. This is your boat, huh? What did she expect? That we had our own Alcor?
Huh? Why are they headed back to shore?
To reconvene with their posse, I'll bet. Speed it up a notch, Traveler. This is a chase now.
Doesn't look like they're running anywhere. Not pursuing anything, they're right there. Everything is filled with Jade Chambers reconciliation. Designated area defeat nearby opponents, retrieve items, obtain quelling firecrackers, and throw them to deal pyro damage. Or we can just kick their ass. That works too. Ha!
They're gaining on us. We can't give them the slip. Call it Carmen.
Carmen? What kind of treasure hoarder has a name like that?
One that I happen to know pretty well. Didn't think we'd be running into him.
Go get Carmen! Oh, is this Carmen?
Pyrotechnics!
This is too tough. Stop! All of you! Are you blind? Can't you see this is Captain Beto? Captain Beto, it's been a while. Still fighting fit, I see.
I guess it has been a while, Carmen. You're looking a little worse for wear. Maybe if you did your own dirty work rather than dispatching your minions, you wouldn't be so out of breath right now.
How you jest, Beto. Very amusing.
To get serious for a second,
I sure am out of
I'm
shape.
needing all of this. So put everything down, and I won't cause you any more trouble.
Of course, of course. Whatever Captain Beto wants. You heard her, people. Drop the goods. Here you are. It's all here. So, we'll take our leave now?
Wow, he did what we asked without a second thought.
You couldn't surrender quickly enough.
Couldn't run off quickly enough either.
Don't waste any more time on them. We've still got salvaging to do. But we should load this stash onto the boat first. Come on, Traveler, help me out here.
Hey, there's some things floating on the water.
Can't quite make out what they are. Let's bring them in and take a look. I'll take the rudder. Traveler, Xinyan, go reel them in.
like another treasure hoarder raft straight up ahead. But why is it empty?
I guess Carmen told all his people to call it off. Smart choice. He knows who he's up against.
Huh? Get dicked.
Let's keep going.
Come on. We gotta wrap this up soon. Leave the junk, take anything and everything of value. And I need a few of you to load the boat up. Move it!
Whatever you're about to do, don't. And whatever goods you're holding, they're mine now.
Beto? What are you doing here?
I might ask you the same question.
I mean, what does it look like? We got lucky. Found some treasure floating around in the ocean. If you see anything you like, it's yours for the taking. A token of our esteem for the mighty Captain Beto.
Is that right? Well, good. I'll take it all.
Come on. Be reasonable here. Me and the guys have been busting a gut gathering all this up. You gotta leave us a little something, surely.
Let me make this crystal clear. These things do not belong to you, and they never will. So you're gonna put them down, and then you're gonna get as far away from me as is physically possible.
That's a little, hey. Why don't we start over here, huh? You see,
Huh. Sounds a lot like you're stalling to me. Talk is cheap. Let's settle this the old-fashioned way.
Drop!
I see. That's how you drop the buff.
Shake!
Power cord! I'm going in! Eyes on me!
you're open.
Amp it up!
The boat's loaded in the water, boss. Come take a look.
Captain Beto pulls no punches. Retreat! Retreat!
If the boss is bailing, we'd better bail too.
Whoa! Looks like they're out of here.
We're sorry we offended you, Captain Beto. Give us some time. We'll find a way to make it right. I promise.
Boy, they sure ran off quickly.
Who cares? They didn't take anything with them. The bigger problem here is there's no way all of this is going to fit onto your boat. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Unload the boat and put everything here in one place. Based on the original plan, Sea Drake's boat should be coming past here at some point. When they get here, we'll hitch a ride with them. In the meantime, Traveler, head back to the Jade Chamber and deliver a message to Ningguang for me. Just tell her we're almost done fishing for trinkets here, so she should start getting my compensation ready.
Got it!
All right. Thanks, Traveler. If both Carmen and Leo were here, then I wonder if that other boss of theirs, Big Sis, is snooping around. I've got to tell Sea Drake and the rest of the crew to stay on high alert.
I'm assuming Big Sis is that one we keep running into. Bauer? Or is she, like, related to Big Sis? I don't know.
Welcome back. I trust Beto is making good progress on salvaging the items.
Let me fill you in. Yes.
Treasure hoarders. I see. Yes, I can imagine that must have been rather irksome.
More so tedious
It
than
sounds
irksome.
like you scared them off on this occasion. But it won't end there. They are not the type to forgive and forget. You needn't concern yourself with them any further, though. Leave them to Beto. She is well versed in handling treasure hoarders. I will be sure to make preparations for her compensation.
Do you know how many treasure hoarders
I also owe
I've
you my
killed?
Thanks for coming all this way to
Or
deliver
made
Beto's
disappear?
message. Here, please take this as a token of my appreciation. Now, please excuse me. I have other business that demands my attention. I wish you a fun-filled festival.
owners have, in an act of bald boldness, made off with part of the Jade Chamber's last collection. Defeat these uninvited guests and reclaim the items from the Jade Chamber.
Gather round. If you're passing by, don't pass this up. Introducing the amazing Shadow Lantern.
Okay,
Shadow
Mona.
Lantern? Ooh, Paimon's never heard of this one before. You two look like you're out to have some fun. Care to check out the Shadow Lantern, my latest invention, made to amaze and amuse? It's very simple. All you have to do is rotate the objects inside the Shadow Lantern, get all the shadows to merge in a certain way, and the most incredible images will be revealed before your very eyes.
Something about her seems
Intrigued?
super
You
sketch.
should try it out
I don't know
for
what it
yourself.
is.
It's set up right here. Please peruse and use at your leisure. I hope the Shadow Lantern shows you something truly spectacular. Sounds pretty cool. Let's give it a whirl.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. Something seems super sketch. Oh yeah, okay. We've done something similar to this, but it was set up as something different. Okay. Aha. Is that a shrine? Jade Chamber? Oh. Sensor.
The festive season is upon us. This is no time to be running hither and thither. We should relax and enjoy the season.
I get it, Granny, but you know, having lots of clients is a good thing.
Remember that work-life balance,
I'm
though.
sure it is, but really, child? Who could be seeking your help during the lantern rite?
Ah! It's during the holidays that this
You'd
shit
be
happens.
surprised.
Most often.
Madam Ping! Happy Lantern Rite!
Happy Lantern Rite.
It's a pleasure to see you again, Madam Ping. How are you?
Oh dear, well, look who's here.
Oh dear.
I'm so glad to see
Didn't want to
you
see
all
any
in
of
time for
you.
the festival.
Hello, traveler. Long time no
Why'd you
see.
start with oh dear?
Oh, and Lady Kuching is here too.
The Jixing have prepared some small gifts for you to celebrate this festive occasion. There are some seasonal goods, 2 bolts of fine silk, and some exotic flower seeds which I picked specifically for you, Madam Ping. I brought all the lighter gifts with me, but the silks are still on the way.
Where did we have time to put those to the side when we came from the other
Arrive in good
direction?
time.
Okay.
Please, accept our humble gifts. I hope you'll find them to your liking.
Wow, those gifts sound marvelous. Please be sure to thank the Jixing on our behalf.
Yes, how very nice of you. I'm sure the flowers will be most beautiful if you personally selected the seeds. Thank you very much.
If you didn't, they're probably terrible.
Please, enjoy them. We intend to visit the other Adepti as well, so I'm afraid we must be going now.
I presume you mean Cloud Retainer and the others? Yes, they should be over in Jueyun Karst. By the way, I've heard that you designed all the street decorations yourself, Kuching. You decorated the city so beautifully, yet you don't even have the time to go and see it for yourself. What a pity. Yanfei really enjoys spending time at the festival. You'll find her wandering around there whenever she can spare a moment.
Come on, Granny. I wasn't wandering around. I was providing essential consultation to my clients.
Oh, is that so? Were you also holding consultations with clients while you stood in front of the grilled tiger fish stand for all that time?
Probably.
As a matter of fact, I was helping them calculate the prices. It's not easy, you know. I had to check a lot of different items.
So you're working during the Lantern Rite too?
That's right. There are no holidays in my line of work.
Write all that shit off as
whenever my
expenses.
clients need me.
That sounds exhausting.
Or bill it.
Oh, Paimon can't imagine a life without holidays.
Well, though there are no set holidays, I do get to decide on my own schedule. I can always budget some time to relax.
Otherwise, I would always look exhausted in front of potential clients.
You always do kind of look exhausted.
Leaving a terrible first impression.
You got those tired eyes. I know,
Besides,
because I have those
what's
tired
the
eyes.
saying? Ah, yes. A rested worker is an efficient worker.
Have you been to the festival yet, Kaching?
I was there many times when I was supervising the festival construction, but I haven't been there since. I was planning to go after I finished my work, but the work keeps piling up. I ended up completely forgetting about it.
Let's go together once you've finished with your work.
Yes, I should take the opportunity to show you around while you're here. But first, we should head to Joyun Karst. If you'll excuse us, Madam Ping. We'll be leaving now.
The festive season is fast approaching. What brings you to one's abode? Has the Ministry of Civil Affairs simply run out of work for you to do?
Never.
Well, with Lantern Rite just around the corner, I decided it was a good time to take leave and pay you a visit. But, where are Mooncarver and Mountain Shaper?
Them? Oh, don't even get one started. Oh, is that not the Traveler and the Yuhung too? A rare visitor indeed.
Happy Lantern Rite, everybody!
Are we common? Or is it rare visitors? Happy Lantern Rite!
Venerable Adeptus. And greetings, Ganyu.
Huh? Lady Kaching, I didn't expect to see you here.
The Yuhung of the Chising. Here. Most fascinating. Most courteous of you to travel.
If I had a
hither to pay
chin,
your
I'd be
respects.
stroking it right
What is
now.
the purpose of your visit, if one may ask?
It's the festive season, and on behalf of the Qixing, I'd like to give you our regards. Please, accept our humble gifts.
As the governing body of Liyue, the Qixing must be busy with a myriad of affairs. And yet, you still take the time to visit one in this mountain abode. Eminently considerate of you.
Eminently considerate.
Oh, what an amusing cylindrical device. I wonder what that could be.
This is a new type of firework which has been modified by the Ministry of Civil Affairs. I've heard that you are fond of gadgets, so I've brought one for your amusement. Cloud Retainer. Although she is not outwardly opposed to us, she is still skeptical of Liyue being ruled by humans. Maybe she thinks humans are still too young to handle it. No matter. With time, our strength will become apparent enough. Before then, we should try to give her a good impression. Good thing I came prepared. Cloud Retainer has a great interest in gadgets, so she will certainly appreciate this gift. Ganyu has said that Cloud Retainer is very picky about food, so I made sure not to bring any snacks to avoid upsetting her. I've given everything thorough consideration. It should all go well.
All the matters at
Goodness
hand.
me. Whoever would have thought? Oh, my, how very interesting.
Turn this up a little bit.
It is intricate, with ingenious design, and is aesthetically agreeable.
Yes. Judging from Cloud Retainer's expression, it seems this gift was a success.
Very good. One shall
Can any of these people
accept this
talk?
device. One surmises from Ganyu's words that you also wish to see Mooncarver and Mountain Shaper. Pity. Your timing is most unfortunate.
Oh, are they not home? Oh, we wanted to see them too.
Those two old fossils. Mooncarver has been most anxious to see how Liyue Harbor fares. But the agreement was clear. Liyue is now in the hands of the Qixing, and he cannot simply roam into the city and begin supervising others' work as he pleases.
I mean, he can roam. That's what Rex Lapis does.
So one tried to persuade him otherwise, proposing that if he could not be placated, he could go to the city disguised as a human
There you
and
go.
take a brief look around. Alas, he is too stubborn, too proud. He would have none of it.
Does he prefer his form? Probably.
Thereafter, he
No
left,
self-awareness.
claiming to have gone traveling. He has not returned since. Mountain Shaper, however, is more open-minded. But he said he wished to look for something new with which to defend the tranquility of his mountain. He told one that he was leaving in search of treasures, and one has not heard from him since.
Hey.
Wait. Surely this is not a case of two old coots in cahoots, rusing to excuse themselves that they might venture behind one's back, to scurry away and go traveling together.
Seems plausible. She's so indignant.
What's everybody doing here?
This voice. Is it Shenhe?
Didn't you raise her? You should know that.
Oh? So Shenhe's here too. Is she also here to visit Cloud Retainer?
Nah, she just
Is she
wanted
the one
to
that
come to
you
the mountain
mentioned
randomly. It's weird that they haven't met
Hello,
before.
everyone.
It's really weird, actually.
Shenhe, this is Ganyu. You have most likely heard of her.
I know Ganyu hasn't been in Cloud Retainer's care in a while, but she
hello?
visits her.
I'm Ganyu. I work at Yujing Terrace. I've heard that you returned to Liyue Harbor recently, so if you need anything, please feel free to come to me.
I will. Thank you.
I also have a
I brought
CryoVision.
some food from the city.
CryoVision sisters.
I heard that during Lantern Rite, people in Liyue bring food to share with their friends. So here I am.
Oh no, I made a point of not bringing any food offerings. Is it going to be okay?
Not being so fucking insecure.
Oh, and you even brought food for those two old fossils.
That's right.
Well, fossils still have to eat. No, this is
After
awkward.
barely a few days in the city, you have learned so much. Thank you for these delectable edibles,
Few
Shenhe.
days. I guess their sense of time's kind of different.
Everyone, you shall all be staying in Liyue Harbor in the future. One should like to think that you will all look out for each other. Is that understood?
Motherfucker, I didn't say I was gonna go stay in Liyue Harbor.
Yes, understood.
Unless you weren't referring to me. You're just referring to those two. In which case, that makes a ton of
This place
sense.
is much livelier than I'd imagined.
Sounds like it's time we change the topic. Haha.
The Conqueror of Demons? One has not seen him of late.
Well, then he's probably not enjoying Karst. Let's go look for him in his usual spot, at Wangshu Inn.
In short, one is the only Adeptus who has elected to remain in Jueyun Karst for the festival.
Was that a short joke to
Had
Zhao?
Ganyu not come to visit, one would likely have stayed firmly put in one's abode to resume research of gadgets and mechanics.
I didn't mean to interrupt you. Please accept my profuse apologies.
It's really interesting to have like a
By the
god-ish
sudden solemnity,
ish
it
figure
would certainly not be
be
the
so
first
interested
time
in
one has
advancing
been interrupted
technology.
on your account. As a youngling, you did so love to scurry around the place while one's
here we
attention
go.
was monopolized by mechanisms. You were especially drawn to a certain implement one had made. Oh, what was it?
Shenhe's like, thank God she's not talking about me. Huh?
Oh no, here she goes again. This could spell trouble for Ganyu.
Huh? Oh, I'm sorry, Cloud Retainer. I just remembered there's something I must attend to. I should be going.
Oh, why the sudden haste? With the Yuheng present, why not settle this matter here and now?
No. It's something very important. In fact, I must see Lady Ningguang about it immediately.
A matter so pressing that you must find Ningguang in person?
Yes. Ningguang and I have different scopes of work, you see, and Ganyu has to report to both of us respectively. It's indeed not easy for her.
Lady Kuching is trying to help me. Yes, that's right.
What a pro!
I'm very sorry, everyone. I will take my leave.
Deuces!
Huh. Gone already.
She didn't leave very fast.
That child,
Got all what we can probably
has
still turn
always
around and
been
see her.
easily
She's
ruffled.
walking so slow.
One can sympathize, however. It is no simple thing to be a secretary. Nearly every matter in Liyue Harbor, momentous or trivial, passes through Ganyu's diligent hands. But even as an Adeptus, she must never neglect her own health, lest she fall prone to exhaustion. Ganyu is an assiduous worker, apt to foregoing food and rest once she is busy. Please make sure she eats and sleeps properly whenever you see her.
She sleeps fine, apparently.
Ganyu has always been a great asset to us. Her health is a priority, so I will take good care of her.
Ah, great way of making her seem like a thing to be used.
It was indeed a wise decision to leave Liyue Harbor to you.
We will certainly strive to live up to your expectations.
As for these edibles, they do look delectable indeed. You may leave them here. Shenhe shall bring these into one's abode, and one shall pass them on to Mooncarver and Mountain Shaper once they have made their return.
Be rotten by then.
This firework has an intriguing design. One must conduct a thorough study of it. And one also wants to hear what Shenhe has learned in Liyue Harbor.
Yes, I have many interesting stories to tell.
Let us
And by that,
while one
tell you about all the
this device.
people I wanted to kill but didn't. You'll continue research even during the Lantern Rite?
Don't you rest during the holidays? This is a festive season after all.
I mean, she kind of rests whenever she wants.
One has long been living secluded in the mountains, and no longer observes the holidays. Worry not, one shall take appropriate care of oneself. Rest is crucial. If one is too devoted to one's research and falls ill, one shall be in no fit state to test the devices personally.
Is it really that important to test it yourself?
Of course. As one sows, so do they reap. And the joy of reaping is what one yearns for. If one spends all that time working on a machine, yet forgets to test the outcome, that would be akin to a chef who never tries his own food, no? It is unwise to put the cart before the horse. Enough idle chatter, everyone. One must go and continue one's research. Come, Shenhe, this way.
This way, like she doesn't know.
A chef who doesn't get to try their own food? Cloud Retainer sure does know a lot about gadgets and cooking. Though, she can be a bit strange sometimes. But then again, she is an Adeptus.
That's the wisdom of an Adeptus. She takes good care of those around her. Though she lives in seclusion, she also manages to bring everyone together. A hermit who's more social than most living in society. What an interesting character.
I think you might be exaggerating a little bit.
Traveler, Paimon, let's head to Wangshuin. Perhaps we'll find the Conqueror of Demons there.
Or instead,
Dr.
let's ask.
Baiju, here are the herbs. I've picked lots of them.
Splendid. Let me pack up and then we can be on our way.
Hey, you guys! What are you doing? Dr. Baiju wanted herbs. So, I came to collect herbs. Lots of them. And Dr. Baiju came too.
Traveler, Paimon. Oh, and Lady Kutching. It's a pleasure to see you all. We're here stocking up more herbs.
Herbs.
Boo Boo Pharmacy always runs out of digestive herbs during the festival
Herbs.
season. With Lantern Rite just around the corner, I thought we should get prepared.
Makes sense.
We came all this way to collect some herbs, and we've picked quite the assortment. We'll be on our way back to the pharmacy once the herbs are sorted. I
Need to go
certainly
get all
didn't
those
expect to see the
Pepsidicidicus.
Duong all the way out here.
I have some business to attend to here.
Ah, I see. It's nearly time to celebrate Lantern Rite, and you're still running errands. Hardworking as always.
I appreciate the sentiment, Dr. Baiju. I'm just doing my job.
Kuching and the Traveler are very busy. And we are busy too.
Fair.
Everyone, keep it up.
Yay. Yes, keep it up, everyone. Yeah.
Right. Thank you, Chi-Chi. We shouldn't tarry here any longer. Take care, you two. 3. Traveler, let's go
Nice.
find Rngwrldngnr.
The boss.
Ah, Lady Kuching. What a surprise. Is there anything I can help you with?
No, thank you. I'm just wondering if you might know where the Conqueror of Demons is.
Oh, we never inquire about Xiao's whereabouts. But if he's here, he would be up on the rooftop terrace. Please feel free to go up and have a look.
This is weird.
He doesn't seem to be here. Perhaps we came at the wrong time.
We established that all we have to do is call his name. Why did we come all the way here?
Maybe he's out battling somewhere again. Let's leave the gifts with the owner and ask her to...
How can I help?
Where did you come from? You scared Paimon!
Were you here the whole time, Xiao?
Yes.
Hello. I am Kuching, Yuhong of the Liyue Chising.
The Yuhong. Yes. I saw you when we battled Osile. You are fierce with your blade.
Anyway, we're here to give you some Lantern Rite presents. See? There's lots of tasty food.
What am I gonna do with all this shit?
Don't waste your delicacies on me.
The Chising specifically prepared them for you. So like what, lots of almond tofu?
Eradicating demons is my duty. You don't have to thank me.
Maybe they're
Karma
not
is
thanking you.
harmful
Maybe
to
they're just
the human
saying,
body,
hope you have a good day.
even if you have a stronger constitution than most. You should keep your distance from me when you can afford to.
Oh, God.
Hey!
Yeah, we've been over this nonsense before. You didn't say anything about that shit when we had you try that food.
Lantern Rite is almost here. Don't you want to take a break?
Why don't we go watch the fireworks in the city together?
Like I said before, I have no liking for crowds.
Now, that's a move.
I must remain vigilant of evil attacks, especially during the holidays. I will continue my patrol as usual.
That's fair.
You should also exercise caution. And if there's any danger...
Yeah, we know. Call your name.
Good.
Deuces.
And he's gone.
Yeah, it's gone.
Well, Xiao hasn't changed a bit. Wonder if he'll come and watch the fireworks this year, though.
Maybe.
Alright, we've completed our visits with all the Adepti. Let's take a break downstairs before we head back into the city.
Oh no. What should we do? Huh? Oh, Lady Kuching! Lady Kuching! I'm so glad to see you here.
What a fucking coincidence that is.
What's wrong? What are you doing here?
Lady Kuching, let me explain. I had rearranged the fireworks layout and expanded the range to Qingsa Village just like you requested. My people finished setting up the fireworks and we left someone in charge to launch them for the show. But the person we left in charge came back shortly after and reported that all the fireworks in Qingsa Village had been stolen.
What the fuck were they doing?
I
Sleeping?
immediately reported the situation to the Millelith and had another batch of fireworks made to be transported to Qingsa Village under escort. However, everyone's short-handed during Lantern Rite. The Millelith are already stretched thin and don't even have enough people to fill their regular patrols. They can't spare anyone to look after the fireworks for us. We don't have many materials left, so if the second batch of fireworks gets stolen as well, we're done for. So, I was thinking to go to Qingsa Village and have a look first. Which is when I bumped into you. Lady Kuching, what should we do?
According to the Ministry of Civil Affairs, the number of guards on patrol has to be doubled and rotated continuously during Lantern Rite. They must perform these extra measures in addition to their standard daily affairs. The only manpower they can muster during the festival would be the emergency response units. But those special units are intended only for backup. There are not many of them, and they cannot perform prolonged guard duty.
Why?
If we wish to make use of them, we'll need to resolve the problem quickly.
Maybe we can ask the Adepti for help. This would be a piece of cake for someone like Cloud Retainer or Xiao.
No, that would only make us look incompetent. I'll handle this, Pengyi.
Can't let Keqing do this all by herself.
Thanks, you two. Actually, I have an idea. Let me make some arrangements. Pengyi, go back to Liyue Harbor and get the fireworks ready. Then meet me in Qingce Village. Traveler, come with me. Let's ask around to see what happened.
At Qingce Village, I assume?
Oh, how could a whole batch of fireworks just vanish like that?
I mean, that's what normally happens to them.
Hello, Granny Roshin.
But they normally
We'd
blow
like to know
up,
more
I guess, as
about the
opposed to
recent
vanish.
fireworks theft.
Oh, Lady Keqing, I can hardly believe you came personally to investigate.
It's no trouble at all. Please, tell us what happened.
Well, when they brought the fireworks, the children in the village were very excited. They were all gathered round, watching the area for a long time. The workers piled up the fireworks and said they would go confirm the locations to set them off. That's when they left the village. Oh, now let me remember. Ah, yes. I recall that they left the fireworks in an open area just next to a house down the old road. But the very next day, all the fireworks were nowhere to be seen. The person in charge of the fireworks was so anxious that they went straight back to the city to find a solution. Oh, the villagers here are worried too. The fireworks missing can only mean that there are thieves about.
Looking
There are
for
elderly and
fireworks!
kids in the village, you know. Although the Millelith are stationed here, no one dares to go out anymore.
I understand.
Okay,
Please help reassure the people in the village and tell them everything's
I
going
get
to be fine with
it's
the
like
Millelith
some
standing
concern,
guard.
but
Traveler,
these
let's go
just
investigate
stole
the
some
place where the
fireworks.
fireworks were stolen.
This is the place. The fireworks were stolen here.
The thieves must think there are mostly elderly and children living in Qingce Village, all too weak to defend themselves.
It is very much
Otherwise,
inside the
they would never
village.
dare
Kind of
commit such
bold.
a blatant crime. This is absolutely awful. We cannot let such a matter go unpunished. Let's see if we can find any clues here before we plan our next step.
Okay.
Sir, please. This is all just a big misunderstanding.
A misunderstanding, you say?
Ah!
If so, then tell me, why are you hiding here?
Please, good sir. This
Good
really
sir.
is just a misunderstanding. I would never dream of getting anywhere near the Feiyun Commerce Guild shipment.
Something's happening over there. Let's go have a look.
Oh, the Feiyun Commerce Guild? It must be.
Please, save your breath. Restrain this fellow. Tightly now. We mustn't let him get away.
Yes, young man.
Yeah, slave!
I was sure it was an evil spirit. Turns out it's the treasure hoarders again.
God damn it, I'm so bad at my job. What are you guys doing here? Besides seeing Cho whipping Chongyu around as per usual.
Well, hello, dear traveler. Our fates cross once again. What brings you here?
Excuse me. Please, tell me what is happening here.
Ah, yes. Allow me to explain. It so happens that every year during the Lantern Rite, the Feiyun Commerce Guild transports supplies to various villages outside of Liyue Harbor. Family rules stipulate that the supplies must be personally escorted by a family member. Because my older brother went last year, the duties have fallen to me this time around.
Wouldn't that be like guild rules too?
So what's
Interesting that you would
doing
refer them as family
Chongyun
rules.
happened to be visiting, so I cordially invited him to join us for the journey.
He forced me.
Oh, I see. But why did Chongyun say he thought there was an evil spirit?
I see that you are not familiar with the story of old. It is said that fireworks were once called firecrackers, and were used to ward off evil spirits and the like. In ancient times, Liyue was plagued by evil spirits.
Here they're called both.
As people gathered
Just
together to
depends
celebrate the
on
annual festival,
normally
the
the
yang energy
yield.
would intensify, and evil spirits were thus attracted to the fringes of the city by the strong scent. Liyue Harbor was under the gracious protection of Rex Lapis, so the spirits dared not enter the city. However, they still lingered near the city gates and pestered the passers-by. In order to drive the spirits away, people made firecrackers and lit them near the city gates. The flashes of light and loud noise successfully drove the spirits whence they came. This festival is now known as the Lantern Rite. It was my intention to travel around
okay, that
to
makes
see if there were
sense.
any malicious
So,
spirits lying in wait for passers-by.
point of firecrackers is just
Since I
to
happened
make
to
the
have a
light,
shipment
and so
of
there's an
goods to
actual
deliver, and our
practical
course was through the
use
mountains,
behind it.
I naturally thought it best
As
to have my
opposed to, like, the
thaumaturge
booming
friend traveling
colors and stuff.
alongside me.
Xingqiu said he learned the story about evil spirits from an ancient text. The text vividly describes the appearance and even the whereabouts of the spirits.
Xingqiu must be leading Cheng
When
Yun
we
along.
arrived at the area, Chongyun sensed an ambush.
Did you
might
ask
take
for a
place.
citation?
Upon searching the area, we found a group of treasure hoarders. They tried to flee the moment we were upon them. Fortunately, I was swift enough to catch one of them.
Dude, you don't have to keep
Your
moving
timing
at
couldn't
least.
have been more fortunate. We were just preparing to send them to the Ministry of Civil Affairs. He insists the matter is merely a misunderstanding, but things seem quite clear as I see it.
Good, sir. Just hear me out. Everyone knows the Feiyun Commerce Guild. Had we known it was your merchant caravan, we never would have dared to attack. The master
I
of the
mean,
Feiyun
somebody
Commerce
else's,
Guild
who
is
fucking
famous for
cares,
his
but-
generosity and noble deeds, a true hero of the people. So, you see, this is nothing but a big misunderstanding. We didn't want any trouble with the guild.
What you mean to say is that you were targeting someone else then? Well,
Good
who
call.
was it?
Well, just trust me. We were definitely not trying to steal your goods. Please.
Don't worry about the other people's goods, though.
Master Xingqiu, I would like to borrow a few of your staff to escort the thief to the Ministry of Civil Affairs. As for the bounty, we will pay you afterward.
It is my humble duty to uphold justice. No remuneration shall be necessary.
Especially because
Come
we're
back.
filthy rich
See that
already.
This thief is taken to the Ministry of Civil Affairs.
Yes, young master, leave it to us. You heard him. Take this man over there and make sure he's secured. Tie each of his fingers separately if you have to. He's not gonna pull anything under our watch.
Make him away,
Wait a
toys.
Please also deliver this message to the Ministry of Civil Affairs. It's very likely that this thief is related to the recent fireworks theft in Qingce Village. Make sure they have someone question him thoroughly.
So the plot thickens. Is your task clear? We mustn't disappoint the Yuang.
Yes, young master, I understand. We'll be on our way.
I've heard many good things about you, Master Xingqiu. Thank you for your assistance.
I hardly lifted a finger. Think nothing of it.
Everyone. My
Again,
intuition
you've
tells
met
me that
before.
there could be more than one group of treasure hoarders in
That's
this
the
area.
what you call it event.
Oh, you've got quite a keen
Stove
eye
God.
too, Chongyun.
During our search, I found scattered sets of footprints differing from those on the road. There may still be other treasure hoarders waiting to ambush passersby.
Art knows they're not evil
When I was
spirits.
chasing the treasure hoarders earlier, I noticed that they were nearly unarmed and very few in numbers. If they truly intended to ambush the Feiyun Commerce Guild, they must have overestimated themselves. If you ask me, they didn't seem to be staging an ambush, but rather it appeared as if they were waiting for someone.
It appears they
Big
may
brain
be the
Chongyun
thief's
here.
accomplices. They were probably hiding here to wait for the stolen goods.
What exactly are the stolen goods, if I may ask?
I mean, did you not hear her earlier? She said fireworks
Taking
stuff.
advantage of the elderly and children. What a loathsome group of criminals. Lady Kuching, don't fret about manpower. Chongyun, let's go lend them a hand in Qingce Village, shall we?
Yeah, just leave it to us. We can handle a bunch of thieves.
Thank you. That will help alleviate the crisis in Qingce Village. Unfortunately, the footprints we were following end here. I don't know where we should go next. It seems we were only a moment away from catching all the treasure hoarders.
Aww. Kuching.
Don't worry.
Thank you. Master Xingqiu, I'll leave Qingce Village under your watch.
Most assuredly, Lady Kuching.
It's fortunate our paths crossed with those two.
It's always good to have some help.
Cool to fight for justice!
And
The thieves
chivalry.
who stole the fireworks haven't revealed themselves yet. I'll go have a look around. Traveler, please go take a rest in Qingce Village. I've troubled you enough already. I can handle the rest of this matter myself.
Kuching, are you planning to look for clues all by yourself?
I'm insulted.
Somehow that doesn't sound like a very good idea. Oh, wait! You're in the Liyue Qixing. Why don't you ask some of your subordinates to help? At least it'll be safer than investigating on your own.
Paimon's right. Oddly.
Yes, I agree, but we are short-handed at the moment. I can handle these trivial matters myself. The fireworks that were transported to Qingce Village were quite bulky. They couldn't have gone far. Way I see it, if they were clever enough, they would conceal the stolen goods somewhere and then come pick them up later. All I have to do is find out where they hid the fireworks and then return to the location with reinforcements. Don't worry. I am not reckless, and I won't carelessly alert the thieves. You can certainly trust me by now.
Well, when you put it that way...
But you don't trust us?
Traveler, Paimon, please go get some rest. I'll go find you in Qingce Village when I'm done.
Rest assured, all is quiet here in Qingce Village. Zhongyun is guarding the outside and I'm guarding the inside. Not a problem in sight.
Good. I've made some progress in my investigation as well.
Oh? What are you planning? Is it time to strike?
Count me in!
Let's go!
Traveler, Paimon, you are just in time. I looked everywhere and I found some clues regarding the treasure hoarders. Besides wagon tracks, I also came across bits and pieces of fireworks packaging scattered on the road. Following those clues, I was able to finally locate the missing fireworks. But there was no sign of treasure hoarders.
Did they run away?
No, I think they might be just overly careless. I seem to have found the location where they've been stashing all their stolen goods. They must have thought it was well hidden and deemed it unnecessary to post any guards. The amount of fireworks they've amassed there is astonishing. Not only did they steal the ones in Qingce Village, but also from other locations too.
Maybe they just want to
They've
put on a good
gathered
show
all
for
the stolen
people.
goods there. I've asked the Millilith on guard at Qingce Village to report this to the Ministry of Civil Affairs. They will organize a search around that warehouse.
Now that the Millilith is involved, you don't need to handle this yourself anymore.
The treasure hoarders are notoriously cunning, and they may
She'll
even
find
have
a way.
lookouts. If they notice anything suspicious, they will move the fireworks and our single lead will be lost. I have to keep an eye on the situation.
Kaching is what you call a control freak.
Really thinking that you can take
It's
all
not
of it
healthy
yourself,
behavior.
Are you?
No, I am not that
Especially
reckless.
for an 18-year-old
I
or
just want to
however
investigate the
old
case
she's like.
thoroughly.
Between
But
18
now that
and
I have
20
your
or
help,
something.
the idea is feasible.
Oh, yeah. I guess.
You really are considering it?
Can't let her try to handle this on her own.
Okay, then there's no time to lose. Let's go.
Okay, her voice line just isn't there, I guess. These treasure hoarders must have returned to check on the stolen fireworks.
Please hide yourselves. Let's wait and see what happens.
Hey, boss. You think we have enough fireworks now?
Ha! Are you kidding? This ain't nowhere near enough.
We'll never have enough fireworks!
Boss, if we want more fireworks, we're gonna have to steal them in the city. Ain't gonna be easy.
You got a point. All right, then we steal those things that make a real loud bang but don't light up real pretty. What do they call them? Ah, yeah, firecrackers. Those'll do the job. All we need to do is make some real ruckus. As long as we distract the Millilith, the other hoarders can do their end of the job. You get it?
Got it, boss. I gotta hand it to you. We're gonna hit the jackpot this time. But, boss, all our boys are out scouting around. Don't you think we need a few more to guard the stash?
Hey, don't worry about it. The Millelith are swamped with Lantern Rite. They won't have time to come out here. All right, move it, boys. Just a few more batches and we'll be...
Uh-oh. Hey, boss, we got trouble.
Huh? What happened?
The jig is up, boss. The Millelith are coming, and it seems they've already caught our scouts. If one of the boys hadn't set off a firework to warn us, we would have been completely blindsided. Boss, let's run!
That was the quietest firework
Did the
ever.
Millelith
Where
find
he's
out about
ran
us?
like
And
miles.
So quickly, too. Ah, fine. Leave the fireworks and let's split. They won't be catching us.
It's time to make our move. Ready?
I'm ready.
Let's go!
Nothing more
Drop
fun
your
for me
weapons
than
and surrender immediately.
crushing some fucking treasure hoarders.
Get out of my way! You got a death witch or something? I'll show you! Huh? Wait a second. You're Lady Kutching, the Yuhong.
So you do recognize me then. I'll say it one more time. Drop your weapon and surrender. Now!
Who would have thought we'd run into the Yuhong all the way out here? All right, hoarders. Looks like the Yuhong wants to play. We'll show you! Get him!
All right, so you want to do this the hard way.
We surrender, Yuhong.
Talking all that shit. Even after I beat your ass, you're still like,
want some answers.
she wants to
What are
play!
you planning to do
You're like
with the
bleeding
stockpile
from
of
your
fireworks?
guts.
We just...
Tell the truth, and I might go easy on you.
Fine. We were gonna smuggle these fireworks into the city and ignite them during the Lantern Rite's opening ceremony. The fireworks are really bright and loud and would definitely raise some havoc. We were gonna rob the city while everyone's distracted by the explosions. But, we didn't seem to have enough fireworks, so...
Oh? So you mean you had more than one group of thieves stealing fireworks?
Yeah, that's right. Originally, I had all the hoarders out stealing fireworks, but then one of them got caught by the Feiyun Commerce Guild and was arrested. I really didn't get it. Why did the Feiyun Commerce Guild get involved? We were only stealing from the government. No,
Who cares
what I
when you
meant
steal from the
is,
government?
Well, I was worried that
You're
the
stealing
guy
from
who
the
got
government
arrested
means you're
would
stealing
rat
from
us out.
taxpayers.
Who would have guessed
You're
we'd
stealing
end up
from
running
everybody.
into you like that?
Hey, didn't one of you just say that the Millelith were coming too?
Yeah, that's right. I wonder how the Millelith even found out we had dispatched scouts. They somehow captured almost all of them. If someone hadn't alerted us, we would have all been caught.
You two were caught.
Well, you did get caught.
Well, yeah.
It appears that the Millelith managed to get the captured treasure hoarder to talk. There may still be other treasure hoarders in the area. We should head elsewhere just to be safe. Traveler, please escort the treasure hoarders back to Chingsa Village and hand them over to the Millelith stationed there. I'll be there once I am finished inspecting this place.
Understood. Please be careful.
Yes, you too. I'll see you in Chingsa Village.
This is the last batch of fireworks that I can get. Please ensure that there will be no further problems.
Don't worry. The Yuhong will be taking care of this personally. And with us on guard, I assure you it'll be safe.
Yes, indeed. Oh, it appears the traveler has returned. And with 2 others, no doubt.
They're the thieves who stole the fireworks.
It's definitely dangerous to infiltrate an enemy area like that. If only I was there to fight alongside you.
Come now, we both know the traveler is most capable. But who would have known we performed such a noble deed? We had arrested the treasure hoarder earlier by mere happenstance.
Yeah, talk about a coincidence.
Dude,
It seems
relax.
like
You're
justice
caught already.
always finds
Stop
its way
fidgeting.
into the world. It is in fateful moments that miracles are born.
So it was you!
Okay, now you can
horrible
fidget.
brutes are the ones who stole the fireworks? Just the sight of you two makes my blood boil.
Please, calm down. I doubt they'll be causing any more trouble now that they're in custody. Thank you very much, Traveler. But may I ask, why has Lady Keqing not returned with you?
Lady Keqing was worried there'd be more treasure hoarders lurking about. She wanted to conduct a full search of the area.
Oh, I see. Yes, Lady Keqing is quite thorough. A squad of Millelith came by just now. I believe they were sent by the Ministry of Civil Affairs. I also heard that most of the fleeing treasure hoarders have already been apprehended. Hopefully that will be the end of this matter.
He has a white tassel.
Anyway, you may leave these treasure
That's
hoarders
a good
to
3-star.
us. I will escort them back to the city and make sure they stand trial with the others.
And thus, our chapter
Yeah,
has finally
joke's on
reached
y'all.
its timely conclusion.
Keqing had no authority
I am
over
partial
your
to fireworks
punishment.
myself,
You just
but I'm afraid
ratted
we
everything
must
out.
also be leaving now.
Your entire plan. Because she said, I'll go easy on you.
Hurry to get back to the Feiyun Commerce Guild. Oh, don't tell us you have work to do too.
You're also busy these days, Xingqiu?
Inevitably,
Jingqiu?
affairs do
Jing-
become busier around
Jingqiu?
festive seasons. But no need to worry. We have many attendants to assist us. And there's always Chongyun, too.
Huh? You mean you're assigning more work to me?
'Tis only my duty as your dearest friend. Work before play, as they say. I'm sure you understand.
Oh, alright. I suppose.
As the saying goes, many hands make light work. As long as work is assigned to the right people, everything will proceed without a hitch.
It's true.
If you ask me, I think speaking eloquently is just a guise for assigning work to everybody else.
Also, yes.
All right, all right. I shall treat you to a meal after the work is
Better fucking pay him some money! Fair wages for fair work! Oh, do all this work for me and I'll give you a meal.
By the way, do you know when Lady Keqing will be back, Traveler? There are not many fireworks in the second batch that I brought, so I'm worried that we can't achieve the show's desired effect. I was hoping we could somehow retrieve the stolen fireworks.
Hey, did you hear that explosion? Maybe it was fireworks. Or maybe more treasure hoarders.
Came from Keqing's location.
No! Maybe she ran into trouble. Let's go and help her.
But yes, I'm surprised Mona doesn't have a sugar daddy. Or mama. Sugar mama. I mean, I'm kind of her sugar mama a little bit. A little bit. Not entirely, but a little bit.
Oops. What did I do?
Hey! Keqing!
Keqing!
Uh-huh. What treasure hoarders?
I didn't say anything about treasure hoarders.
Explosion and thought it might be treasure hoarders sending signals to one another again.
I see. Sorry, that's not the case. I saw a few sticks of fireworks on the ground, so I fiddled with them, and sure enough, it seems...
Accidentally
I
went boom?
accidentally lit the fuse. Before I could react, the fireworks were... already up in the air.
How do you accidentally light the fuse? That doesn't seem like something you can accidentally do.
So no
Oh, I
enemies?
see.
Whew. Well, that's good. We thought you might have been surrounded by bad guys.
I apologize. I didn't mean to alarm you. Fortunately, there are no more treasure hoarders in the area. It seems this matter has finally come to an end.
Great! The case of the stolen fireworks is finally solved. Good thing we were able to get to the bottom of it. Otherwise, those beautiful fireworks would have gone to waste, and the whole show would be ruined.
That's right.
By the way, Keqing, you're the one in charge of the fireworks show, which means you know the best viewing spot, right?
Yes, of course. The best view should be from the Jade Chamber.
Obviously.
Don't worry, I haven't forgotten my
Jesus.
promise. But first, I
That
have to
floating
drop by
thing
the
in the
Ministry
sky
of
app
Civil
might be the
Affairs and
best
close
view.
this case. Leave the rest of this to me. You've already been a great help. Why don't you go for a walk around the city and I'll meet you when I'm done?
Okay, but we'll be waiting for you.
Yes, I'll be there.
many times have we heard that already? Now Paimon gets why
don't be
Lady
butthurt,
Ningguang is so
Paimon.
worried about Kuching. If she keeps working like this, she really will miss the Lantern Rite.
Let's go find Rex Lapis.
Oh, yeah! We said we would meet him! And we've even collected a few opinions about taking a rest from work. Zhongli said he'd wait for us at third round knockout. Let's go find him.
I just want to see Geodaddy.
Hey! Is that who Paimon thinks it is?
Yes, you are quite right. I shall take your wise words to heart, sir. They will certainly be most helpful in my next performance.
You are welcome, Miss Yun. Your willingness to hear suggestions is indeed impressive. It's no wonder your opera performance has only been getting better.
No, I'm afraid that's not always the case. Though I am still young, I can be quite arrogant at times. I do not always accept advice so readily, but your wisdom has spoken to me.
Zhongli! We're back!
Ah, you've returned.
Hmm? You are also acquaintances?
Yes, we sure are!
Girl, we know everybody. Except you until recently, for whatever reason. We've met on a couple occasions.
Not everyone gets the privilege of meeting someone so knowledgeable and discreet as Mr. Zhongli. You are indeed well connected, traveler.
I am flattered, Miss Yun. It is an honor for an ordinary person like myself to have met the traveler.
Wow. Did he really just say that?
I wouldn't dare reveal his true identity. Of what? Being the god of Geo?
I'm sure you must have matters to discuss. I have an appointment with Xinyan, so if you'll excuse me, I'll take my leave.
Very well. Goodbye, Miss Yun.
See you around, Yunjin!
So, tell me, what have you learned from your trip?
We asked around, Anne.
I see. Well, traveler, what do you make of all their opinions?
I think we can weave them into a story.
Yeah! Paimon already started creating her own story on the way here. The goal is to convince Kuching to rest more with just a simple story, right? If that's the case, then Paimon thinks we can use food as our theme. Think about it. Who doesn't like delicious food? And when it comes to eating, everyone has an opinion. It's the perfect angle for our story.
Classic Paimon.
Paimon knows just what to write. Let's say there's a chef in Liyue who's very talented at cooking. He opens a massive restaurant in Liyue Harbor, and lots of customers come every day, so he's always super busy. Then, how should the story go from there?
His food starts getting worse and worse.
Ooh, that's good. But wait, didn't we say he's really good at cooking? That wouldn't make sense.
Up to you, it's your story. That look on her face. Are you fucking questioning me after asking me?
There's no need to jump to the conclusion. Why don't you elaborate more on the chef?
More about the chef. You mean both good and bad things?
Yes. To gain one's empathy, there must be familiarity. I would like to understand this chef character of ours a little deeper.
Paimon didn't think this far. Why don't you take it from here?
Since you've spoken with others familiar with Kuching, why don't we integrate their thoughts into your story? That will allow it to become all the more convincing.
Okay. Let Paimon think. What did Cloud Retainer say? As one sows, so do they reap. And the joy of reaping is what one yearns for.
That was quite poetic, Paimon. Bravo.
You sure do a good Cloud Retainer.
Oh, now Paimon remembers? Cloud Retainer said that if she spends all her efforts working on a machine with no time to test the outcome, then she'd be like a chef who doesn't get to try their own food. Problems are bound to pop up.
Yes, It is most unwise to put the cart before the horse.
Uh-huh. That's exactly what she said. So, let's make that happen to the chef in the story. He's great at cooking, but he can't enjoy his own food.
But there must be a reason why he doesn't partake in the delicacies he makes.
Right! It's because he's super busy. He receives the customers, he takes the orders, and he does all the cooking himself. That should keep him busy enough. He's so busy every day that he doesn't even have time to take a break, which obviously also means he doesn't have time to eat.
That sounds a bit extreme.
Hey, it's just a story. Besides, it's supposed to leave a powerful impression. Kinda like fireworks.
Yes, the chef is unwilling to delegate tasks to others. He's overconfident about his own cooking abilities and tries to accomplish everything on his own.
Did I just say that?
Paimon already kind of feels sorry for him.
Many hands make light work.
Oh, right! That's what the chef doesn't understand. And there's another saying. What was it again? Oh, yeah! A rested worker is an efficient worker.
Also,
That's
yes.
what Yamfe said. So, the chef gets busier and busier to the point where he can't stand up straight anymore. And
That's
he
why
has
people in China and Japan get
circles
to take
under his
naps
eyes.
during the day.
The customers tell him to take a
End up
few
being more
days
efficient
off
than
to
us.
Get some rest. But the
Who'da
chef
thought?
won't listen.
His judgment is clouded by the chores before him. He is oblivious to mountains in the distance, the bigger picture.
Eventually, the chef falls ill, and his cooking becomes far worse than when he started. The customers can't convince him to rest, and they don't like his cooking anymore. So they stop coming to his restaurant.
Wasn't I just saying this? Like, exactly? Consequences of not getting enough rest are pretty serious.
Rest is always of great importance. Although we may come across various difficulties in our lives, pushing ourselves is never a good modus operandi. The story is quite simple, without embellishment, yet deeply meaningful. If our listener is sensible, then she should quickly grasp the meaning contained within.
You're saying Paimon made a good story?
It was adequate.
Sincerity can allow one to see clearly, and earnest advice can provide sound direction. The story is indeed good. The Yuhang is an adroit leader. I am certain she will understand the message you are trying to convey.
Really? Score 1 for Paimon!
Given that the case involving the treasure hoarders has come to an end, she is inevitably tired. Now will be the ideal moment to speak with her. If all goes well, I think your story will be a success.
Hear that? Zhang Li says Paimon's story has what it takes. If
I heard
anyone
him.
knows
He's
a
right
good
there.
story, he does. Quick, let's go find Kuching.
The matter has finally come to an end, but we mustn't lower our guard. Increase patrols around Qingce Village and coordinate our people at other fireworks locations to prevent any further theft.
Yes, Lady Kuching.
And by the way, the Ministry has requested the Millelith to increase security along travel routes. How is that proceeding?
It's all been taken care of. However, due to various reasons, there are still some blind spots in the city.
Have we drafted a new patrol map? Please, give me a copy and I'll look it over when I have time.
Because Lord knows you won't be
Understood.
able to do it
The patrol
competently.
map is still being drafted, but it will be ready soon.
Okay. Also,
Oh, excuse me, Lady Kuching? Your friends are here.
Not my friends, though. Your friends.
Still working? Aren't we going to see the fireworks?
Oh, yes. But I thought we'd meet at the Jade Chamber. Why have you come here?
You told us to walk around and have a look around. And we had to look around and look, we found you.
Yeah!
Around.
We walked around the city just like you told us to. It's very nice. But it would be even nicer if you could join us. Do you still have work to do?
It's nothing urgent, really. Just some trivial matters. But I wish to get it done as soon as possible.
The matters are really
You can
trivial.
leave it
You'd
to
have
us,
somebody
Lady
else take
Kuching.
care of them.
You've been working hard for a long time, so you should get some rest. If I'm not mistaken, the Traveler is here to remind you to take a break.
Ayy. Jigchen, that dude. He knows. He knows. He's a bro. He's a bro. We have something to tell you, Kaching.
That's right! Something so important that we must speak with you personally. Right now!
Mm-hmm.
Oh, really? In that case, Jingcheng, I'll let you take charge. Thank you.
Oh my god!
Understood. I'll handle things from here.
Step 1 to recovery.
Traveler and Paimon, let's go to the Jade Chamber. The view there is nicer and it's much more private.
Sure, that was like pulling
Perfect for
teeth.
talking.
You can take care of it yourself. Oh. Oh.
Well, here we are. What was it you wanted to talk about?
We have a story to tell you.
Yeah, we want to tell you a story from this beautiful view. What do you say?
All right, I'm listening.
So it turns out we just heard some big news in Teyvat. A very talented chef is in trouble.
Oh, is the chef from Liyue? From Liuli Pavilion or Shinua Kiosk, perhaps?
No, the chef is from Mondstadt. Yeah, and he's really, really good. He had a restaurant right next to the city gate. He was super efficient, and his cooking was really delicious. So his restaurant had been getting more and more popular. In fact, he became so busy that the worker from the florist next door asked him, "Sir, why don't you find someone to help you in the restaurant?" But the chef brushed the idea aside, saying that he's the only one that can turn top-quality ingredients into world-class dishes. No one could help him.
Well, confidence is an essential trait for a good chef. He must be an excellent cook.
That's what everyone was saying. But surprisingly, after just 6 months,
Arbitrary period of
no one
time.
would dine in his restaurant anymore. Shocking, right? Do you have any guess why?
You're the one telling the story.
Maybe the chef had fallen ill, or...
Wrong answer!
Why are you shitting on her? You're the one telling the story. She doesn't know the answer. Jesus Christ, Paimon. Because he was too stubborn.
Yep, it's because the chef was too stubborn. He would keep himself busy every day and try to make the most delicious dishes for all his guests. But he forgot that he's only human and needs time to eat and rest. He was so busy that he didn't even have time to eat and couldn't even taste his own cooking. He was unwilling to seek help, even when he's tired, because he thought he's the only one capable of cooking the best dishes.
You're right, Tal. This story's dog shit.
Felt like they couldn't help him anyway.
So many holes in this.
And because he had forgotten the original taste of his dishes, he was no longer a good chef. In the end,
He had to have eaten some food, otherwise he'd die.
but to close for good.
Oh.
Did he only eat McDonald's then, for convenience
He's overly
sake?
confident, which disappoints the people around him, and he's so impatient that he ends up losing sight of his original purpose.
Wait, no, seriously. She's implying in this story that this dude never once cooked for himself during that entire time. Any food he ate was not prepared by him. For that long of a period of time. For a chef.
So, that's the whole story?
That was shit. I don't know.
Yep, that's the whole thing.
Sorry, it's not a very good story.
Hey, didn't you just say that Paimon made a great story?
I never said that.
Did you come up with that story?
Oh, no, we just,
How should I describe it? The story is very simple, and I suppose the ending isn't really surprising.
Huh?
Think before you act and don't overexert yourself. Of course, I understand these concepts in theory, but When tasks come to me personally, it is easy to lose sight of the bigger picture.
It's as if your judgment is clouded, right?
Yes. Up in the mountains, we can see the mist in the clouds. Out in the ocean, we can see fog on the sea. That's why, from time to time, we need to examine where we are, remove the fog, and feel our heart.
So, how do you feel now, Kuching?
How do I feel? Deep down inside, I wish I could slow down time. That way, I could finally take the opportunity to walk around the city, see the people I wish to see, and watch the fireworks. Thinking back, I used to be even more impatient. My colleagues would resign after just 3 months of working with me.
Hold up! That is a red flag! Wow! I mean, it could be that her colleagues just all sucked. That's possible. But that's kind of a red flag.
You're completely right. It's important to know your boundaries. But I am getting better. You can tell, can't you? And
oh, that was so
I
earnest.
did make a promise with you, didn't I? We agreed to enjoy the fireworks show together this year. So... Happy Lantern Rite, Traveler and Paimon. I'm very happy to be here and enjoy this moment together with you. I've poured all my best effort into this fireworks show. And now that we're here, I sincerely hope you will enjoy it. I feel very fortunate to be right here, enjoying the fireworks, and enjoying the view of Liyue Harbor.
Up here in the Jade Chamber? Yeah, I feel kind of fortunate too. Happy Lantern Rite, Kaching.
Happy Lantern Rite.
Happy Lantern Rite. And... thank you.
I'm really glad they didn't just make this about releasing Zhao Lanterns. I thought it was going to be the same thing as last year. They did a really good job of changing it up. I'm very pleased with the entirety of the event. Rewards were good. The events were fun. Or like the challenges or whatever were fun. Story was basic as shit, but I still liked it.
Lady Kuching, the item Lady Ningguang prepared for you has arrived.
Traveler, wait here for a moment. Don't go anywhere.
Huh? Must be something important.
Oh, look at the little Fatui girl! Oh, she's like, I haven't been waiting long. Oh, she was adorable.
Traveler, Paimon? Ningguang had her personal tailor make it for me.
It really is a good outfit.
Well, do you like it?
Wow, it's beautiful!
It's time. Traveler,
it looks
please
pretty.
Enjoy the grand finale of this year's Lantern Rite. The fireworks show.
Isn't it beautiful?
Hey, check you out. Looking pretty fancy.
Only a true treasure catches the eye of Captain Beidou. Seems I've struck gold with this one.
Whoa. Who said that they thought they were in a relationship? like a low-key relationship? I didn't think so before, but... Ooh, those are some sparks there. Boom! Oh.
Did you see that?
That
Way over
was so
there,
cute,
a firework that looks just like a pig.
So it does. So it does, you idiots. It's just like, sure it does. Cloud Retainer, his friends came back. Mount Shaper and can't remember the other one.
No better way to celebrate.
Dude, stop worrying about the food and just look at the fireworks for a little while. I'm not even a fan of fireworks, but this shit's dope. They're like everywhere.
Dr. Baiju, sorry to trouble you again this year.
No trouble at all.
Lantern Rite.
Happy Lantern Rite.
Happy Lantern Rite!
Oh, the Traveler actually talk? Holy shit! Wow. Wasn't expecting that.
What did you think of this year's fireworks display? I just hope this festival can be everything that people want it to be.
I like them a lot.
Really? I hope you're not just saying that to reassure me. I want you to be straight with me if you have any suggestions. Anyway, if you have any time during the festival, take a look around the city. There's a lot to see, but it won't last, so make the most of it.
I know, I was here last year.
If only I had a little more free time. I'd love to take you around and show you everything we did to make the city look special during the festival.
Have you learned nothing? Oh, God.